Now at 6, the LA County Sheriff is defending his decision to reinstate a controversial logo at the East LA Sheriff Station.
Well, that logo brands the building as Fort Apache. For some, that name represents a dark chapter in the lives of Native Americans and the city of LA. But Randy Paige, the sheriff, is defending the logo and what he says it stands for.
Well, Pat, this is a logo that represented this sheriff's station for 50 years. You could see it, in fact, up on the flagpole. You could see it in other areas as well, on cars, bumper stickers, patches. But today, you will not see it anywhere in the public areas. On the other side of this fence, though, you will find this logo on the door that deputies use. And the new sheriff, Alex Villanueva, says that is precisely where it's going to stay, despite concerns raised today in front of the Civilian Oversight Commission. Take a listen.
Nowhere would they even consider a Camp Auschwitz. So why are we going to tolerate a Fort Apache?
Johnny Torres is a member of the Apache tribe, and he was born and raised in East Los Angeles. He sees the term Fort Apache as a symbol of oppression ever since the fort was built in Arizona in 1871.
So Fort Apache is basically where they would capture, imprison, torture, and even kill Apaches.
Torres says the Sheriff's Department's logo was created in 1970 after the East LA riots, where LA Times reporter Ruben Salazar and 3 others were killed.
Sicking dogs on women and children, billy clubbing men, shooting gas, chasing children. They swooped down on a peaceful protest, and groups of that protest went into Whittier Boulevard, and that's what created the East LA riots. And that's why there's a riot helmet over the boot, because that riot helmet signifies when the sheriffs rushed a peaceful crowd.
The boot and the helmet is actually the working patrolman's boot and his helmet. And there's nothing sinister about that.
What does Sheriff Alex Villanueva see when he looks at this logo?
And it represents actually the hardworking deputies of East Los Angeles Station keeping a low profile.
Today, the sheriff said he will respect the concerns of Native Americans who are offended by the term Fort Apache.
We definitely take their opinion into consideration, and we're going to revise that logo to address that issue.
So you're going to change the logo, at least in that regard?
Oh, by all means, because that is appropriate, and that's a valid point that they make. However, the rest of the logo is not going to be touched.
It's still perpetuating that there's an us and there's a them. There's no us together. It's us and them, the sheriff department and the hostile savages. So when do we get over that?
Well, today, members of the Civilian Oversight Commission voted unanimously on a resolution which calls on the sheriff to get rid of this logo altogether from any place in the sheriff's department. His answer? No way. It stays. And his voice will be the loudest in this controversy. Let's go back to you.